Today's sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game.
First carry for Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the...
Been there. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 12.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
At the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
The Broncos first down.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score, Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it this time. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. At the 35-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Flushed out right. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back to and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do. Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Bridgewater to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fielded at the 20. Nifty move. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
They're on 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. Now a hit and a loose football.
Are you kidding me?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 25 yards that time.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Throwing is Bridgewater. Got a man and he hits him in stride. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. Chiefs' 21-yard line.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
3-yard line.
On second and goal, Bridgewater flush to his right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Courtland Sutton as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flushed out right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off near the 29. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that's a drop killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
32-yard.
Again, it's Henry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up third.
Sliding out of the pocket. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Gordon on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater to Gordon out left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Bridgewater on first down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this is going to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Bridgewater again. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there.
3rd down here.
Yards to go.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Frank Clark gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Rolling to his right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, Bridgewater being chased out left. Now he'll let it go, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right, looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Courtland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they have put themselves in a great position to defend their crown, leading once again in the 4th quarter of the AFC Championship game. A win, of course, sends them to Tampa for a chance to claim back-to-back Super Bowl titles.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Mahomes. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, That's fine. Just make sure the offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
The Chiefs are AFC champs as